climber in the world.
Her brother?
Her brother-in-law. Her husband's brother.
Her husband's brother is the most famous climber in the world.
Yeah, and he just fell off a cliff last week.
He fell off a cliff?
And died. Okay.
What's
off a 30-foot cliff in Mammoth, and he's a pro, okay? This guy I think he climbed Mount Everest.
Well, I think he was being a little too, he was a little too confident, because if it had been a more serious mountain, he would have been a lot more careful. He thought that he could just do this thing without all the precautions.
Yeah, unless maybe somebody put something in his tea or something.
No. If you climb, eventually you're going to fall. That's what happens.
So anyway, I had to accompany her to take the children to see their uncle's family. So, the father's family, even though they're getting a divorce, see the father's family. And when we got there, they didn't want to see my friend Maggie getting a divorce from him. They didn't even want to let her walk in the house. They just wanted her to dump the kids off on the front porch and run away and hide and get rid of herself.
Well.
So they really hate me because, of course, I'm counseling her on how not to be totally destroyed.
And so what are some of the main points that you're in your counseling of her? What are some of the main points that you're making to her?
Well, I drive around in her car because she's the world's terrible driver.
What kind of car does she have?
She has a brand new Matrix. Her family lives in Beverly.
A Matrix? What kind of a car is a Matrix? I've never heard of a Matrix before. It's a movie.
Toyota.
Okay, so a Toyota Matrix. So what color is it?
Gray.
Gray.
Yeah.
And it's 2009?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're driving around.
I went and convinced my boyfriend and I convinced her parents that she needed a car because she didn't have a car and she's living in this big house with 2 children, has driving to school every day with no car. That was ridiculous. They live in Beverly Hills. They have plenty of money. They got her a brand new car for cash. Okay. So we got her a car. So there she was with her car. So things got a little bit better. They started helping her pay some of the bills because he gives no child support whatsoever. Even though now she got an attorney, she got a judgment, all this stuff. He's gonna have to pay her child support, but still he's refusing to, and he stopped paying the mortgage. So now her house is in foreclosure. And her parents have the money to pay to keep that house because they're multimillionaires. But they don't want to have to pay.
Sure. Well, I can understand that.
We're trying to get him to pay, and he refuses to pay. And I'm living in the house rent-free because I'm doing so much work in the house. I'm seriously losing money.
I wouldn't call that rent-free. I sound like you are paying then some.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the business, in the antique business?
Oh my God, 35 years.
35 years. And what are some of the shows that you do?
I used to do Bustamante, and the shows in Del Mar,
Are there any shows that you're doing these days?
I don't do any shows anymore because my partner died of a brain tumor. And
what's your partner's name?
Steve Harris.
Steve Harris.
Did you know him?
And when did he die?
Old dealer. About 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
Wow, sorry to hear that.
I stopped doing the shows, so I just do flea markets.
So you do flea markets. What flea markets do you do?
I do this one. I sometimes do Long Beach, but very rarely. I do PCC. And I do some real slummy flea markets during the week.
And what would be an example of a slummy?
Well, I do Saugus and I do Rhodium. But I sell privately mainly.
I see. And what are the things you specialize in these days?
Jewelry.
Oh, great. Do you know Connie Pointy?
Yeah.
I figured as much.
I used to sell to her. She's mad at me because...
I can't believe that. She doesn't hold grudges.
She's such a nice person. I know, but my boyfriend, at the time, my partner, he was saving something for her, and he sold it to somebody else instead of her.
He sold it to someone else?
And when she came to get it, he told her that I sold it to somebody else. So then she started disliking me instead of him. He was a real genius at, social things. And so she started disliking me, and she talks to me, but she's very curious about me. She wonders I'm dishonest with him, but I'm not. I didn't do it. He did it.
Well.
See, someone offered him more money before she got there.
Oh, jeez. Well, one should never cross Connie. She's a fixture in this business.
She's starting to talk to me again. It's been 8 years.
Oh, 8 years ago that happened. Now she's starting to talk to you.
More than 8 years. I broke up with my ex 10 years ago.
Well. Okay, you see, that's she doesn't hold grudges. Eventually, it's over.
I know she's really...
These grudges, they only...
She wrote a book, and I was very proud of her. I said, it's very nice that an Italian girl can write a book and get credit for it. Everyone always thinks about it as mafiosos and mafiosas.
Yeah, I think her family have an Italian restaurant in St. Louis.
Really?
Yeah.
Your family does?
No, hers.
Hers? Oh, really?
Yeah, she's from St. Louis.
Oh, I like St. Louis. Yeah. I spent a lot of time there because my sister used to work for TWA, and that was her